Hi everyone, I'm Wafa Lango and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. If you are new and not subscribed the channel, so please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get some more videos about grammar. Today we have got the ditransitive verb unt from active voice into passive voice. Before starting this, we will just put a glance in the definition of ditransitive verbs. Di or d means to, transitive which can be changed into passive voice, and verb which shows an action. So those verbs which need two objects, keep in your mind those verbs which need two objects and can be changed in passive voice into four ways, and we can change them in how many ways? Four ways are called the di or ditransitive verb. Ditransitive verbs need one direct object and one indirect object. Direct object means all non-livings. Whatever the non-livings we have are known as the direct object, and whatever the livings we have are known as indirect object. So direct object means livings and indirect object means direct object means non-livings and indirect object means living. Now we will make a sentence with the help of the today's verb that is known as unt. Now if I make the sentence, I say you unt him. Now he is not an animal that you will unt him, so the meaning is wrong here. And if I say you unt a deer, now whom you unt a deer, so the meaning is incomplete. In first it is wrong, so for that you need to bring the both objects, the indirect and direct, together in order to complete the meaning. If I say you unt him a deer, now here the meaning is clear and complete, that you unt him what? A deer. You unt a deer for whom? For him. So this is the this is the first way to change it into active voice. We mostly bring indirect object at the beginning, direct at the end, but if you want to shuffle the places, your indirect object will be followed by a preposition, like you unt a deer for him. So this is what indirect object him is followed by a preposition. These are the two ways to change them into active voice. Main target, how we are going to change it into passive voice, and today's topic we will little bit put a glance on. We have already discussed about used to. In previous lecture I told you people that some of the grammarians say that used to, where d is not pronounced but spelt used to, some of the grammarians say that it is a modal auxiliary verb, and some of the grammarians say that it is a structure. As a modal auxiliary verb, I said you that if it is a modal auxiliary verb, how we will change it, that we have changed in previous lecture. And if it is a structure, today we will change it as a structure, how you are going to change it into passive voice, that we will discuss now. Before starting this, we will discuss the definition, and definition of used to is it is used for past, number one, actions, and second, past habits. Now for example, past habits and actions, you will be using the structure used to. It is how used for the actions, like I say he used to take classes, now he has left classes, he is old and he cannot take it anymore. And if I say he used to speak loudly, and that was his past habit, now he has left doing this habit. So this is used for past habits and actions. Today we have got the simple sentences. Those sentences which make simple statement are called simple sentences. She used to hunt us animals. She used to hunt animals for us. Now this is what in past she used to do, now she has left doing this, suppose. And there are two ways to change them into active voice and four ways into passive voice. Before changing them into passive voice, we will just put a glance in the on the rules of the ditransitive verbs into passive voice. When you bring subject she in the place of object, you make it by er. Clear? Here by er is not called object, it is called here agent. And what is the definition of agent? It tells us who does an action. So by whom this action is being done, by er this was used to be done, or by er it is being done. So this is called your agent. And when you bring the object, whether indirect object means living and the direct non-living, in the place of subject, like us you make we in first and second, and animals in third and fourth sentence as it is. So here that is no doubt called subject, but it is not called the doer of an action, but it is called the title or topic subject. And what is title or topic subject? A person, place or a thing in a sentence which we are talking about. In first and second sentence we are talking about a person. In third and fourth sentence we are talking about animals. So this is what here that is called your title and topic subject. Now when you bring indirect object in the place of subject, us you make we. So by r comes at the beginning, animals at the end, animals at the beginning, by r at the end. When animals you bring in the third and fourth sentence in the place of title subject, by r comes at the beginning, to us at the end, to us at the beginning, by r at the end. So sentences will be as followed: we were used to be hunted by our animals, we were used to be hunted animals by our animals were used to be hunted by our to us, animals were used to be hunted to us by our. Next we have got negative sentences. Those sentences in which we deny the statement, reject the statement, refuse the statement are called negative sentences. She did not used to hunt us animals, she did not used to hunt animals for us. We were not used to be hunted by our animals, we were not used to be hunted animals by our. Animals were not used to be hunted by our for us, animals were not used to be hunted for us by our. Next we have got interrogative sentences. Those sentences in which we ask question, put queries are called interrogative sentences. Did she used to hunt us animals, did she used to hunt animals for us? Were we used to be hunted by our animals, were we used to be hunted animals by our? Were animals used to be hunted by our for us, were animals used to be hunted for us by our? Next we have got formal sentences. Their complete name is negative interrogative formal sentences. Those sentences in which we ask questions, deny the statement, we ask them in a formal and polite way are called formal sentences. Did she not used to hunt us animals, did she not used to hunt animals for us? Were we not used to be hunted by our animals, were we not used to be hunted animals by our? Were animals not used to be hunted by our for us, were animals not used to be hunted for us by our? Last we have got informal sentences. Their complete name is negative interrogative informal. Those sentences in which we ask questions, deny the statement, and we ask them in an informal way. We use it in a friendly atmosphere with friends to youngers and juniors. Did not short form is didn't she used to hunt us animals, didn't she used to hunt animals for us? Weren't we used to be hunted by our animals, weren't we used to be hunted animals by our? Weren't animals used to be hunted by our to for us, here for comes, and weren't animals used to be hunted for us by our for us, and for us by our. So these are the sentences of ditransitive verb hunt with modal auxiliary verb with the structure used to. Hope you got today's lecture. Wish you best of luck. See you next time with next lecture. Goodbye.